Hey guys, this is Jsnow with a WoW gold guide for you guys. So this is probably the easiest, most mind-numbing, but profitable gold farm in the game right now. Especially with Tomb of Sargeras coming out, mats are going to be very expensive. So it's not really a secret, but it's the Broken Shore farm. So you have to be on the Broken Shore, and you're basically just going to run around and farm mats. So I'm going to show you guys the optimal route that I found from doing this for hours upon hours on end, and what optimal specs you should be using to do this. So must-haves for this farm to be very efficient. You can still do the farm without this stuff, but it really matters if you have this stuff. So first is the Sky Golem. You need the Sky Golem so you can herb while flying. That's pretty much a must. So if you don't have this mount, you definitely need to get it, because you basically use it to avoid mobs while herbing if possible. Then you need a tank class. Tank classes can't be dazed. This is probably extremely important because any other class can be dazed, thus taking extra time and all that annoying stuff. And you want your tank to be spec'd into any DPS possible. So if anything, get all of the DPS items you can possibly get, and make sure your talents are spec'd to DPS specs. So right now my talents are all talents that do extra damage and stuff like that. Of course you can use different talents, but the more damage you can get out, the better it is. So just follow this path, and this will make you around 10k gold easily per hour. So right now I'm starting from the beginning, and I'm going to go around. If you follow my cursor, I'm going to go around the side up into this quest right here, then go across into Malzeroth or whatever his name is, then go down to where this quest is, and then right back to where I started. So if you guys already know the path, thanks for watching the video. If not, follow along. So right here we're going to head down this way, and I'm not going to actually pick up any of the items for the sake of time. You're just going to fly down to the Dark Stockades right here, where this little Legion disc is usually a, what do you call it? It's usually a, I forgot what it's called, a stem or a leam? I forgot what it's called, but there's usually a big pool of items there. We'll just call it that because I totally forgot what it's called. Then you're going to fly through to the Creeping Grotto. And if this guy will shut up, what do you call it? You'll head through the Creeping Grotto. Next, make sure you can farm stuff. So right here we're finding some items. And you want to make sure you go all the way in the back, because sometimes there's a felslate, yeah, seam I think it's called. Sometimes there's a felslate seam right about here. So that's why you want to go all the way in the back. And then make sure you go up here really quick. And there's also a felslate seam somewhere up here sometimes. So we're just going to skip over here. So what you want to do is fly in between the Creeping Grotto. So now we're over by past the quest. And you want to go straight up this way. Then in here, it's kind of annoying. This is why you want a class that can't be dazed, because these little guys are flying all over the place. They can get aggro and they're really annoying. Now what you want to do is, once you're on this pathway over here, you want to pop out really quickly to this place right here, the Soul Ruin. So Soul Ruin might have a bunch of stuff. So right here we have a whole ton of mats. So you might want to do a quick roundabout. I usually skip it, but you might just want to do a quick roundabout and just see what's here. So actually I see some felslate, and I'm actually going to pick that up. Said I wasn't going to pick up anything, but I lied. I definitely lied. So what do you call it? So you just want to pop in there really quickly if you want to. So going back on track, let's go back to where I started. So back to where the annoying flying bats are. You want to go over here. So here's a place that a lot of people skip, but it has a dice deposit, is in this cave right here. So right here, by the Twisted Grounds, right near the Tomb of Sargeras itself, is a cave. So if you go over the cave, you have to go directly over it. You might see some items below the cave. So if you see some grayed out items, there's usually a seam down there. Fortunately right now there's nothing there, but you just want to check by flying over the cave, and it's right over here inside. So once you're done farming up there, make sure you go all the way in, because there's usually a felslate seam right about here or back there. Now going back to the map, we're going down and around. So you want to skip this island right here, this whole entire island, which is called, what do you call it? There you go, the Lost Temple. This whole entire island, just skip. There's Starflower, whatever it's called, and that's about it. There's really not much to gather there. Also the mobs are really annoying, and there's a ton of mobs. So right here we're going to head to the Garrison Hotel. Now this place is really annoying because it can definitely, it's a different thing every day, and certain, depending on what quest is here, you actually can't farm over here. And there's also sometimes a lot less materials over here for some reason. So if you want to fly into this little corner here, this corner usually has a bunch of stuff. Ooh, herb cluster. Kind of want to get that if I cannot pull that dude. Said I wasn't going to stop, but here is a bunch of, what do you call it? Wow, I'm surprised I didn't even get them. So right there we actually got it. So you want to fly into this corner, because this corner usually has a bunch of herbs and stuff in it. Then you just want to fly back, And around here's another point where you can stick out into the soul ruin if you want to, and then that leads you right back to where we started. So thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more World of Warcraft Gold videos, and feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions. So thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. And oh my goodness, all that felslate. Yum.